presentation today from the chief economist at the Brewers Association, and he said that, probably by 2020 we're going to need 15,000 more acres of hops. But how does that relate to a Michigan grower or someone who's looking at getting into Michigan or hop production in Michigan? That's kind of the question right now. There's definitely demand from folks who are brewers in the state, and the number of brewers keeps increasing. I think we're over 200 right now. So the demand's there. Some of the key things to think about, though, if you're thinking about going into this, are one, do you have somewhere to sell it? That's super important. You don't necessarily have to have a contract, but you should have an agreement with a brewer to produce a certain quantity of hops over time. The other thing is to think about is what varieties. From a grower's perspective, obviously you're going to want something that yields really well because it's more money in your pocket. On the other hand, you're also going to want something that has disease resistance. So like a Cascade would be a good hop. A Centennial, you're going to have to put more time and effort into because it's susceptible to diseases like downy mildew. So there's different factors to think about. The other thing to think about is it's not just the growing of the plant. There's a lot of successful, great farmers out there. It's easy to ruin a hop plant or a hop cone after you've already harvested it. So the harvest process, the post-harvest process, the pelletizing, the infrastructure that goes into that, cold storage, certified MDARD facility, vacuum sealer, packaging. There's all these costs that happen post-harvest that a lot of folks don't think about that they're going to need to consider. The climate's the one big thing out there. I mean, they're already growing right now. We don't even have anything sprouted in Michigan. I think we can make up for that. We're right at the perfect parallel, 45 degrees, which it's what the hop grows best right around the world. It's about 40 to 55 degrees parallel, so we're smack dab in the middle of that. So we are an ideal environment. We have ideal soils here. The issue is the humidity for the most part. In Yakima, they can get yields in their first year. They get about 8 inches of rainfall a year. Here, we probably just got that in the last 3 days, I'm guessing, close to that. So humidity increases the incidence of disease, and so probably our input costs in terms of disease management are going to be higher than they are out west. Now that being said, I think ways that we overcome that are by having an awesome Brewers Guild and craft brew sector here that they're willing to bet on Michigan hops, and they're willing to pay more for Michigan grown hops if the quality is there.